friend. You're my best friend in the whole wide world, and I love you so much. You're my best friend. So I'm gonna pull up your questions. I had this one on my mind. I'm gonna keep all of these anonymous, but I had this one on my mind because it's kind of difficult to answer. But this person asked me if I've ever felt like a second choice to Jimmy, because in her relationship, you didn't specify how long it was, so that's kind of hard for me to, I guess, advise. But you were saying that he basically said he doesn't trust you as much as his friend, and it just seems like he'd rather spend more time with his friend than with you, but you still love him and you're not sure what to do. So for me, I think it really depends on how long you've been with the person, because if you've only been with him for a few months and he's been this person's friend for like 5 years, then it's understandable that he has more trust in that person than with you, because you guys really haven't had time to build that bridge of trust yet, you know? So I think if that's the case, I would try and be a little bit more understanding, and I would still talk to him about it. I would just tell him, saying like, I'm sorry if I've been coming off too strong, and anything I guess you want to say. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I want to say the right thing. Like, if you guys haven't been together for that long, he might be feeling like you're coming on too strong. And so I would just say apologize for it, and then say that you just really like him and you're gonna work on trying to respect like his space and everything and his friendships with other people. But if you have been together for a really long time like Jimmy and I, then that's a really big problem. Of course, he can have other really close friends and confide in other people, because other people in his life are going to fill places for him that you can't. And that's understandable. But the fact that he's telling you that you almost broke up, and that he's telling you that he doesn't trust you as much as his friend, that's, I don't know if he's saying that out of honesty or just to hurt you because you guys almost broke up or something, but that's not good. I definitely think you should talk to him about it, and you should make it known that you understand that you're okay with him having other close friends, because you understand that you cannot be the only person in his life. But it is kind of scary that he doesn't trust you and want to confide in you for a lot of things. That's what it kind of sounds like from your message. If you guys can't figure something out for that, I just don't feel like it's really, I don't really feel like it's worth trying to hold on, even though you do love him. And I really hate saying that, because I do think that everyone should work at their relationship because it's important. But if you really see that there's no kind of resolving that issue, because trust is so important, like if there's no resolving that issue, then I mean, it's just gonna be a really miserable time for you. Please go talk to him, and I hope it works out. These girl talks are always so like heavy for me. I am very thankful that you guys trust me with this kind of stuff. I just get really nervous because I don't want to give the wrong advice, you know? So make sure that you always just take what I say as kind of like your friend talking to you. You don't have to listen to me, and maybe it's just like a different point of view you can consider or something, but I just want to mention that. Have you ever tried the period cup? If so, can you tell us your thoughts? I have not tried it. I want to, but I'm scared. So if any of you guys have tried it, let me know. My old roommate tried it and she really likes it, but I just cannot like get over the fact that I'm sticking a cup up there. It looks so big. And I even have some worries about sticking tampons up there. I don't ever use tampons. Like, I do if it's an emergency, but I don't really use tampons just because it's just so uncomfortable for me to stick something up there. So I also wonder if it's super smelly because the cup is just holding all your blood, and my period smells really bad, so I feel like I would just smell really bad. I don't know. How do you deal with body image and comparison, especially with social media? I've been struggling with this a lot lately, and to be honest, I'm just like really stressed out about a lot of things, and my body is a really big part of it. I just feel like I'm not this sounds so cliche, but I really feel like I'm not thin enough. And I know that I'm okay, like I'm not overweight or anything, but I don't know, I feel like I just see all these people online and I try not to look at it, but it's always in my head, like I could look like that, I could look like that. That's part of the reason why I've been feeling so down about working out and stuff, because I've been working out for like 6 months. I've completely changed how I eat. Like I don't eat the way I used to, and I eat a lot healthier now. And for some reason I thought this would be easy, because before I would eat super unhealthy and I wouldn't gain weight. And so I was like, okay, well then if I just cut all that out, then I'll tone up really fast. And that has not happened at all. So I'm really, really, really insecure about my body. And that might sound really dumb to you guys, because Jimmy's always like, you look great, like blah, 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 blah. But it's just all in my head. So I'm working on that. But I thought I'd mention that because you guys a lot of these are asking me about my fitness journey and how I'm doing and the body image stuff, and honestly, not good. I'm working out very consistently, so that's good. And I am proud of myself for doing that. I'm proud of myself for still eating healthy, even though I feel like just giving up because nothing is working or I can't see a change. But I still feel like crap. And I know you guys want to give me advice and stuff on what I should be doing, but I feel like that makes me feel really overwhelmed, because I get so much advice from you guys on it, which I'm so thankful for, but I get so overwhelmed because I'm like, how am I gonna have time to test all of these out? So I just need to like take it slow and just remember that this is about my health and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, just thought I'd say that because I'm not secure. Ooh, okay. How do you get over the anxiety of losing your virginity to someone you feel comfortable with? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is such an important question, because no matter what I guess you feel about sexes, there's a lot of people who I think are similar to me, where the first time is really nerve-wracking, because for me, I did it, and then I just immediately after, you guys know, I've mentioned this before, I immediately after was like, oh, I don't know if I was ready for that. And then that kind of turned into like, why did I do that? Like, ugh. And I just got so upset over it, and it had nothing to do with Jimmy at all. It was just me. I was thinking like I think I was really too young, or I wasn't ready to make that step. And I guess the problem was that I just was too caught up in the moment, and I was like, I'm really comfortable with this person and I think I'll be okay with doing it. And the fact that I said I think instead of I know was the problem. I should have really thought about it and been like, am I mentally ready to be okay with doing this? Because this is really important to me. And so I obviously wasn't. I felt like I wasn't ready, and I talked to Jimmy about it, and he was so nice about it. And then we didn't do it for a really long time until we were both cool about it. So I think that you just need to make sure it's not I think and it's I know. So it's gonna be a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but once it happens and it's with someone that you're really comfortable with and you care about and everything, and you're being safe, I think that the anxiety or the nervousness that you have kind of just goes away, because it's just nice. So I hope that answered your question, but experience is different for everyone. That's just how it was for me. Oh my gosh, body hair in a relationship. This is actually something I've been thinking about. So I actually got a Brazilian wax for the first time last December, or this past December. Oh my god, it hurts so bad. And I've been getting waxed every 4 to 5 weeks since then, and it hurts so much. I mainly was doing it because, one, it just looks so much cleaner, and it looks, I don't know, it just feels nicer to not have anything there. But also because, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to look cute during sex, I guess. But Jimmy doesn't mind it at all. I think it's just me. I think I care. I'm like, oh, I want it to be clean down there. But I think that if you're with someone that you love and care about, they're not gonna care about the hair on your body. They're just gonna love being with you. So it's all about you. For me, I just feel like I want to keep it nice down there because I think he prefers it and he likes it, but Jimmy obviously doesn't mind if I do have it. And so I kind of just, you know, it's just nice. I don't know. Some of you guys DM'd me and then some of you guys answered through the Instagram story, so I'm just going back and forth. Oh my gosh, I feel like I wasted 4 years and money on a degree I don't even want anymore. Any advice on life? Oh my god. Ah, that's so me. Okay, so I feel the exact same way. I recently paid off my debt, you guys. Anyways, I recently paid off my student debt, and even though I'm really happy about it, I just feel like all that money went to waste. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just paid for schooling that I didn't even use now, which is really, really annoying. So I think my advice, if you've already done what I did, I think my advice is just start now. Try and start now and find out what you want to do with your life. And it's gonna be freaking hard and you're gonna feel like, what the heck am I doing? I should just do what everybody else does. But I just feel like you're gonna regret it later if you don't try the thing that you want to do now. What was your question? Any advice on life? Okay, my advice was start what you want to be doing now, or start trying to figure it out, because it's very important and very fulfilling when you're doing something that you really, really care about. Okay, let's just do like 2 more, okay? What do you think about girls who say they will help their friend get closer to their crush, but they date him instead? Has that ever happened to you? What? Somebody did that to you? What the heck? That's really mean. That's mean, and you shouldn't be friends with them anymore. That's my advice. Don't be friends with that person. Okay, I'm getting a lot of questions about long distance, and I think that's because you guys know that Jimmy's traveling right now. And so mind you guys, me and Jimmy have been together for 8 years, and we've been apart multiple times for a lengthy period of time. And so it has gotten easier as time has gone by, and this is the easiest it's ever been, to be honest. And I think when this first started happening, because he loves to travel and I need to be okay obviously with letting him go and living his life. And so at first it was really difficult because, you know, I'm super clingy, and then I just told myself I gotta figure something out. I can't be like sitting around waiting for him and wallowing. And so I just decided to occupy my time with things that I love. So I would hang out with my friends, I would try out new hobbies, or just do things that I'm really passionate about. Like, I'm so thankful that I could do YouTube, because honestly, it just is so fun for me, and it gives me someone to talk to, and it's such a great way for me to utilize my time productively. I don't want to say that it's helping make the time go by faster, but that's kind of how I thought of it at the beginning. I would just do a bunch of stuff during the day, every day, so that I would just feel like I wouldn't have time to miss him too much, if that makes sense, and I wouldn't be too sad. And then I think that kind of transferred into just my life, and I realized I don't have to just do that when Jimmy's gone. I want to do that all the time, because at one point I was realizing when Jimmy leaves and I'm alone and I do all this stuff, I'm really, really enjoying myself. And of course I miss him and blah blah blah, but I am really happy to be alone, and it's fun, and I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I know that media today kind of makes you feel like, when your person is gone, you're just so sad because they're your whole world and blah blah blah. But I love Jimmy with my soul, but Jimmy is not me. I have to do other things to fulfill my life and make me happy, and thank God Jimmy is who he is, because he's honestly just pushed me and taught me to be okay with being alone, which is such a difficult thing for me. And honestly, Jimmy teaches me so much, like even now, and he's so independent about everything, and I want to be like him so much, and I'm so thankful that I can learn that kind of stuff from him. And I think just that is my advice. Just try and think of it first as trying to fill up your time and making the day pass more, and you're so occupied you don't really have time to be sad and miss that person. And then at one point I think you're gonna realize that all these things that you're doing are making you really, really happy, and you're just gonna wanna have that even when your boyfriend or girlfriend is around. So yeah, I think that's my answer. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for the girl talk. I don't even know how many questions I answered, but I feel like it was a lot. Maybe it wasn't. But I'll do another one. So I hope you guys enjoyed talking to me, and I'll see you next time. Ooh, let's do the old outro.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get up and do this with me. Wait. Okay, ready? Say goodbye.